Well, I said I wasn't going to do any recording on this trip, but I might, so let's start doing a little bit. Kind of got down to the point where I'm doing the same stuff over and over and kind of running out of material for YouTube here, but this is going to be a fun trip. It's going to get down to -3 tonight and 7 below the next day. So looking forward to that. Got a lot of wood chopped up. Little sink stove. It's 73 in here. Got all the usual stuff. Had some pizza earlier, that was great. And I got my cheater thermometer up here, hanging it up high. What do we got up there? 92. Got up to 97 a few minutes ago. We'll take a quick look outside. Buddy over there, he's burning. New spot this time. Get some kindling going here. Definitely got to need it throughout the night to restart the stove, and definitely in the morning. It's 24 right now. Pretty good amount of snow coming down here. It's gonna get down, I think, -2 tonight. And tomorrow night it's going to be 7 below, I think is the forecast. So just getting everything prepared. Alright, I got a nice little pile of kindling back there. Some small, medium stuff here, and the rest of it back there, ready to go. It's not really wet or even damp, but just set it by the stove to get nice and extra dry, ready to stoke it up whenever I wake up, maybe even in the middle of the night, or maybe just in the morning. All right, looks like it pretty much stopped snowing here. To the right there's where we came in. Not very far, maybe 10 or 15 minute hike is all. Trying a new spot. Eastern side of the state. Still up here in Michigan. Okay, I got the pretzels and cheese heating up here. Placing anything directly on the stove is just too hot. Burn it right away, so I brought a piece of this hardware cloth that's stainless steel mesh, and it keeps things just high enough away from the high heat. Keep them from burning and heat them up nice and slow. Okay, it's 8 o'clock at night, first night here, and it really got cold quick. Went from about 22 to 12 degrees. Got the stove stoked back up. I was away for about 2 hours, so need to get the heat going here again. But we're really excited. We have cell service here, so we just checked the weather, and tomorrow night forecast went from -7 to -13. So that's gonna be a cold night, but we're looking forward to it. Okay, it's 2:20 a.m. 1 degree outside. Just had to restoke the stove here to get a little heat going, and I'll jump back in the hammock and get some more sleep. All right, 8 a.m. down to -1 here. Got the breakfast going, doing something a little different this time. Got the just a cheap non-stick skillet I pulled out of the basement. Something a little bigger for cooking a little group meal later today. A big box of pierogies, so looks like it's doing well with breakfast. Well, it's -1. Had a nice night sleeping. Stoked the stove a few times. Got some nice squeaky snow now here. It's getting cold. Got the mucklucks out finally. M1B with some thick liners. But yeah, I had some breakfast. Just having some coffee now. Enjoying the cold. Okay, 9 a.m. and it actually got even colder, -2. Even a little chilly inside here at 46. So stoked the stove back up and gonna head out and find some more firewood for today. Cut some more up. Make sure I have plenty for the next 2.5, 3 days. We are being massive wood whores. These guys are working on a little more over there. Having a good time though. It's 2 degrees, sunny, completely calm out here. Got the stove smoldering there. A little northwest breeze. Absolutely beautiful out here. The calming sound of a chainsaw. All right, here we go. Try 4-way. Getting kinky with it. Oh, almost. Not quite. Being lazy here, dragging my firewood from chopping area to my tent, which is about 20 yards. It's a pretty good load, so I might just dump it right here. And that way I can open up the backside here. And not gonna fit it all in there, but I'll stack some. Oh, feels good in there. Putting out some heat. She's burning hot. See, we got 7 outside, 76 inside. There's the low. It shows, yeah, -2 this morning. Let's take a look up at the ridge line here. Ooh, 95. Got up to 102 at one point. That's toasty. Sitting here in my t-shirt and underwear, trying not to sweat. Got some meatloaf down there thawing out slowly. Do that for dinner tonight. Looking good. Doing a late lunch or early dinner here. Got some Coke, a brat, Chex Mix, and some apples. Still slowly working on that meatloaf. Just kind of swinging in the hammock here, killing some time. I'll show you here one nice thing is poker rod here. I can actually mess with the controls here and even pop it open and give it a little stir. Can't quite reach the damper. I mean, I could if I stretch, but I might get a longer poker rod just for that reason. All right, sun went down, it's getting dark, getting ready for dinner here. Got some pre-cooked meatloaf here warming up on top of the mesh there. I can smell it, so I think we're getting close. And got a pan of water here. I'm gonna boil that up and get some pierogies going. Well, I made it to day 3 here. Unfortunately, it didn't get as cold as I wanted. The National Weather Service was saying 13 below at one point. Then they changed it to 7 below. And I don't think it even hit 0. I'll check my thermometer in a minute. But it's gonna be another nice day. Got the stove going, nice and hot here. Drying everything out, gonna get some breakfast going here. Already had coffee. Oh, a little leftover onion here, so I sliced that up and used that for the pierogies last night. Those were excellent. I think I forgot to record that. I threw some butter and onion in and cooked those up real nice with the meatloaf. But tuna, eggs, and sausage as usual here for breakfast. It's gonna be nice. Got a little bit of orange juice. Get those flipped here pretty soon. Okay, I really enjoy having this whole sweet onion on this trip. I used it for the pierogies and now sliced up, diced up for a brat. I'll save that for later. Having a little trouble with my chainsaw. It starts up fine, it idles fine, but when I pull the throttle, it just bogs down completely. So I think that's the high screw there, whatever they call it. I got the little adjustment tool coming tomorrow on Amazon. So I'm going to play around with that and adjust it, see if I can get it running. And I can kind of make it work, but it's hardly worth using at this point. Good fuel, clean air filter, good spark plug, everything else seems fine. So hopefully that'll be a quick $9 fix. Well, it sure is quiet out here after the other two guys left. I'm just kind of sitting here by myself, burning some more firewood, listening to a podcast, not doing a whole lot. Got it up to 79 way over there. It's 16 outside. Let's take a look at the peak. We're at 89 up there. Nice and toasty. Oh, it's 2:20 a.m. I just rolled over in the hammock and realized the stove was just about out. Decent bed of coals, so I stoked it back up. And what do we got here? 40 inside and 10 outside, so I'll let this go for about a minute here and dampen it down and get back to bed. I was just looking at my thermometer here, 14 outside, letting the stove burn down here so I can pack up in about an hour. For the trip, it looks like we had if I can get it to focus there, a low of -1 and a high of 19. So great winter weather, had a good time. Just need to get everything packed up here. And unfortunately, as nice as it looks outside with the snow, it was just enough to get everything wet. So pack this big old mess up wet and shove it in a dry bag and just hang it up in the basement when I get home to air out and dry out. Other than that, it was a really fun trip. Great weather. Looking forward to a longer one here in about 2 weeks, so that's going to come up quick. In the process of taking the stove down. Almost ready. Okay, we got everything loaded up here. Not my best packing job. It's a little sloppy, but it's a short hike out, so I'm not too worried about it.